that's way too angled. So yeah, most of this video is just gonna be me figuring things out, not exactly doing my life. It's supposed to be like a snapshot of my life.
And the plan for the day is I'm gonna make some tea. We're gonna watch WandaVision at some point. I'm gonna try and get some writing done, some other like little work things.
But this is what happens when you ask me to record things.
I don't know why. I feel like I'm normally really don't like the snow very much, but for some reason the snow right now is giving me this feeling that like spring is almost here, which shouldn't make any sense.
By the time I figure out my whole video setup, the day will be over. I'll just have to redo it tomorrow.
Try not to stress out too much because I've been extra anxious. Yeah.
I kind of get what you mean, though. It's like we're just putting the world on ice, and when we thaw it out, it'll have its shit together.
Alright, so now, recording should be coming from there. What goes through my head in the course of a day. The reason I'm speaking out loud is because I'm trying to give you material to work with, James. But I probably shouldn't be doing that because you probably just want like the raw, unfiltered, normal stuff. But whoa! No dying, please. My life is a lot of sitting, so I'm recording as much sitting as I possibly can. I think one of my favorite quirks about my job, honestly, is meeting so many random people who don't get to meet me. It's kind of like people watching. It's actually a lot like people watching because I have to basically comb through pretty much every square inch of these people's lives, but they never meet me, they never acknowledge me, they never know who I am. They don't know that I'm looking at their lives like this. Like, I just love that. Like, that just tickles my bunions.
How long has it been? Time has lost all meaning, like most things. In a minute, I'll turn this from 4 to 5 intensity. That's when shit gets real. Well, you always sound secretly sarcastic.
In the morning, yeah, that's true, because I don't have any energy to put any emotion behind what I'm saying.
No, I mean, like, it's an ongoing thing throughout the day.
Yeah, that too.
I'm gonna say, at least once a day, she goes, no, you're doing great.
But I always mean it. I'm always like, no, you're doing great. It's just, I guess it just sounds facetious, because I don't know, it doesn't matter. Point is, this is the best day of the week. Because it's when we watch WandaVision.
Yep.
And like, I've lost my marbles. I love this show so much.
We launched today.
Where's my boy? Two more episodes.
She's wild, man. She's a wild time. All right, back to work.
Mr. Cole's words on the floor, emphasizing the care that must be taken with respect to the consideration of an article of impeachment, echoed the concerns by our founding fathers on this subject. Listen to this from Mr. Hamilton in Federalist number 65.
Good job, very nice. Okay, don't forget to study, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. She did not speak English. Also, this is the magic hat lesson, and the magic hat lesson is great because it uses every single prop. So I have a dinosaur, and I have a doll, and I have a plane, and I have a reward system, and I have a whiteboard, and I have no will to live. So basically, I have it all.
And I think about that a lot whenever this kind of comes up, because it's like fascinating how when we love someone or we have something that we love, our like physical brains shape in a way that tune us to hear that thing.
Yeah.
Like
That's cool.
like we can be in the middle of New York City and I can pick you out of a crowd
Right.
because I love you.
Yeah.
You know? And
yeah.
like
It's kind of like learning a language almost. Like the more
yeah.
you know a language, the more you recognize what's being said in it. Whereas like at first you just don't recognize any part of it. You're like, it all sounds like gobbledygook. But then as you learn it and you incorporate it into your life, you can start to pick things up on the street that aren't even being said to you, but you understand what's being said.
Totally.
Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm writing down what you said.
I don't know. Where did you put your tea?
I don't know. This happens at least like 6 times a day. Where did I put it?
No, it's probably by your phone.
It's by my computer.
Ah,
Are you recording me?
yes.
It's verite. It's verite. Me looking for my tea every day.
It is very tea.
It's verite.
Ah.
I'm gonna take the camera around and get close-ups of all the little things that have been making us happy.
Scott's Rubik's Cube. That's what one of the things he fiddles with while he's sitting at his desk. My milk frother here, because I use it to make matcha tea, and it kind of looks like a vibrator. Candles. The way that this salt cellar swivels, like, ooh, the sound of my keyboard. I would also like to submit to the jury the orb.
Oh yes, our orb.
The orb brings us joy.
Oh wait, and then we're trying to practice the card trick, the disappearing like card, and then you. And then we. Is your card the 2 of hearts? It's on the floor right now.
It was. Wait, you gotta go flourish.
Flourish! Damn it! It's so close.
Flourish.
Illusion.
Illusion. I think I might have tiny hands.
Well, we know you have tiny
I do have
hands.
tiny hands.
Oh wow!
Is that good?
Wait, do it again. Do it again. Oh shit!
Is that okay?
Yeah, do it again. That's.
I gotta do it
You're
faster.
getting there. You're getting there. Yeah.
Was that okay?
That was pretty good. I think.
Flourish!
I think that was the best one.
This is without the webcam microphone.
And this is with the webcam microphone. And this is with some computer audio.
Right now, so.
Wow, that is loud.
What are you anxious about?
I don't know. Just like the usual. It's like the quarantine malaise.
Yeah. Oh, it's been hitting both of us kind of hard lately.
Yeah. And as depressing as it is, having a TV show to look forward to every Friday is what's keeping me going at the moment.
Because apparently, so they shut the store early the day that I left, and then they were shut the next day, and they just made everyone go get rapid tests, and then so that they could reopen like a day later, and like not even like they're not even waiting like 10 days or 2 weeks or whatever from exposure to me to reopen. They're just trusting the one rapid test, and then
it's been long enough now that I guess they probably, if they were going to get it, would have gotten it by now.
yeah, it's been 2 weeks at this point, but they didn't.
Could have all had it.
Yeah, it's now been 2 weeks, but it wasn't 2 weeks anywhere close yet when they reopened after everybody got rapid tested. So
Yeah, that's some pretty big bullshit, to be honest.
the pandemic has been definitely like, fuck these shoes. Okay, it was tight. The pandemic has definitely been like a big impact throughout all of it, but in terms of like day-to-day living, everyone has to kind of make it work for themselves, right? So, I mean, whether there was going to be a pandemic or not, I was going to get married in 2020, and we were lucky, I think, to get out of New York when we did, although not that New York is necessarily less safe than anywhere else, but the idea was we would come back, wait out the pandemic for the year, and kind of refinish our house a little bit. Her house, but now our house, which is a totally different thing to me. That's not something I've ever really done before. Hold on while I get my glove on. Doop, there we go. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, I haven't been able to see everyone who I'd like to, but here and there, you know, it has been nice to come back, because New York felt so far away, and it also just felt like not where the people I cared about were, and that matters a lot more to me than necessarily the business that I'm in, or whatever.
I'm out in the world. I'm so full of stimulation that I haven't received in a long time.
Sorry, one more time, what's the address?
Flourish!
I'll bleep that out. Yeah, that went well. Are you sure you don't want to sit in that and I can roll you?
I mean, we could just do this. Wait, well, my glass is unfogged. This is a semi-dangerous activity. Good, we're already being irresponsible.
There's a stop sign there, just FYI.
This is a comfortable chair. I'm gonna love this.
Is that an upgrade?
Oh, it's an
Is that better than what you were working with?
Oh, I'm happy about that. Alright, now let's do some parts.
Ooh.
This is so anticlimactic.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't even need to put that in the trunk.
Nice and snuggly.
Alright, slamming the door shut.
Now let's go home with our son.
But the trade-off of the pandemic, for me at least, has been I have been able to live a home life, which I really like. That's not to say there haven't been negatives. I mean, for instance, I just fucking forgot my mask. There's no one out here, but I guess the downside is just like the super increased level of caution that everything comes with. And the way that some people don't agree on how best to conduct yourself during this time. And so it makes maintaining your sanity in those moments while still, you know, doing everything you need to do to be safe even harder when people around you don't give a shit. I really don't think it's going away anytime soon. Like, we'll have our vaccines and everything, but we're always going to have assholes, and we're always going to have a reason to take more precautions. And for the most part, like, I don't feel anxious about it. It just kind of sucks. It's definitely not normal.
Oh, that email's from me.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I don't know what to say, except like I am grateful for the excuse, I guess, to come back to Pittsburgh, because I really like it here. I do think it's important to branch out and go other places, do other things, but time spent on yourself is time spent away from maybe other people that you care about.
But anyhow, so she was telling us that, like, well, actually, she wasn't telling us. She was busy. Hi.
Hey.
I love you.
I love you too.
Look at the sunset.
I know, it's so cool.
I guess in the midst of all the insanity, being able to bunker down, kind of just say,
Am I pretty yet?
Always. Oh.
it just feels like a breather. It just feels like, okay, let me catch myself. I've been going hard for the last few years. Like, let's just slow down, take a minute, and remember to reach out to people I love.
It's supposed to be like a snapshot of my life. It's supposed to be like a snapshot of my life.